Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'll be explaining what the story exactly is that I've been posting in my community post and the Down We Go animation meme. The story is called A Shattering World, and is mostly about a dragon named Blaze who is a part of the flame scale tribe of dragons. There is, at the moment, 10 different tribes of dragons I've made. Flame scales, frost scales, tiny scales, blackout scales, serpent scales, snake scales, bolt scales, shark scales, forest scales, and maple scales. They all end in scales because it was a way of signifying their relations of being dragons united on their land called Serpent's Claw. The land is called Serpent's Claw because it was created after a war between serpents and blackout scales. The serpents afterwards went into hiding, and now the closest dragons to serpents are forest scales and snake scales. This caused the main story to happen. Blaze discovers in the beginning of the story that she can see the future. She hears a prophecy in her dreams saying this. Cracks through the ground, shattering mountains, fleeing dragons. Only if you can find the snake-like dragons can you save this world from peril. The slumbering ground is awakening, and only the snake-like dragons can calm it. So, after that occurs in the beginning of the story, Blaze and her exiled flame scales/shark scale hybrid eel leave for the snake scales. That is where Down We Go animation meme is from. Blaze and eels escape from the flame scales. But character explanations: during the story a group forms together and travel to the forest together. This contains of Blaze and eel, Feather the tiny scales, Oasis the bolt scales, and Snow Fox the frost scales. Blaze is the character I am drawing on screen right now, but eel is a black, gray, and green flame scale and shark scale hybrid, so he has shark scale spikes on his back but the same fire crown, wings, tail end, and arm flames Blaze has. Feather is a tiny scales who is a light soft brown and white with wings between their head and neck and normal webbed wings connected next to their shoulders. They are tiny compared to any other dragon and sometimes are mistaken for other animals. Oasis is a bolt scale who is the sister of Sand, Blaze's jailer in the bolt scale city. Oasis is a outcast bolt scale who has electric wings, electric sail going across back to tail, electric lightning shaped tail end, and lastly a boxed face shape. She has colors consisting of dark and dirty colored scales with gray horns and a light orange electric color for wings, sail, and tail tip. Lastly, Snow Fox is a white frost scale with icy blue wings and deep blue eyes, though she turned to her full power form which causes ice-looking veins to spread across her scale coloring and now is white with icy blue stripes across her scales. The different dragon types have their own magic, but some dragons can get special magics. That's why we have magic keepers, the second in command of the tribe. The queen is first and the magic keeper is second. All tribes have a magic keeper and sometimes a magic keeper apprentice. The magic keepers can all communicate in their dreams together if needed. All tribes have one royal family and never switches into a different bloodline for the queen. Unless, of course, that bloodline is wiped out. There are only one type of dragon that can't fly, and that is the forest scales, but in favor of that, they have powerful healing abilities. The maple scales, snake scales, and forest scales all share the same jungle/forest, while the bolt scales own the desert, flame scales in isolation on a huge mountain, shark scales in the ocean, and frost scales in the tundra. Tiny scales own the grasslands. Thank you to all of you who made it this far and listened to the facts and explanations about my original story, A Shattering World. If you enjoyed this new art style and would like to see your own OCs in it, my commissions, open, video will be linked in the comments. Any questions will be answered in the comments as well.